All right. Yeah, today we gonna make it hot, man. We gonna keep it hot. Today the drink is the tiki torch. Tiki. Hey, man, this one right here, this is hot. Everybody don't enjoy Fireball whiskey, man, but if you do, I want you to get you 2 parts Fireball whiskey, 1 part coconut rum, and then you're gonna top it off with 1 part of pineapple juice. You know what I'm saying? Swirl that around, mix it up nice, shake it real nice. That's your tiki torch. That's that Fireball for you.
You don't set that bitch on fire?
No. I mean, hey, if you would like to set your tiki torch on fire, not on tire, but on fire. After making the drink, after putting all your ingredients together and having it nice, top that with a 151 Bacardi rum, and you will be able to set your tiki torch on fire. If this is what you like, make it hot.
Blow out the fire
before drinking it. Please be cautious, my people, man. My guys with the mustache.
What you do is you light it up twice. You take it down nice.
Woo!
No, you do not.
Hey, but welcome to the nightcap, y'all. Let me introduce my cast, man. We're here with Dolomite.
Yo.
The lovely Mock and Jay.
Hello.
And it's your boy DJ 4 Easy, man. We always keep it nice, shake it twice.
Yeah. Anyway, in recent developments, just watching TV lately, I have found that and it's been a long time coming, but cartoons aren't just for kids anymore. But we know that, right? This has been going on since the 70s, and popularity has since been growing. But we've got some children's shows that kind of leaked into adulthood, and as a Generation Xer myself, I know one show that I watched that I probably shouldn't have been watching that gained a lot of popularity amongst college students, which they were of age to watch it, was Ren and Stimpy. That's what we're starting with. There was a lot of sexual innuendos, there was violence, those close-ups of really gross things, like parents didn't like it. It was grotesque.
Look, I love Ren and Stimpy. I love Ren and Stimpy to death. Because in the early days, that's when they were just edgy. Even The Simpsons used to be edgy. Until Family Guy came out.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Ren and Stimpy, I always think they were great until they were one of the people that really tried to exploit the gay crowd. And when they resurfaced straight for adult TV, they just went totally overboard with it with homosexuality. I'm like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Certain aspects of it is funny, but if you keep throwing it in, it's like any joke. If you keep making gay jokes, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things about Ren and Stimpy that I found is it was actually originally supposed to be an educational cartoon. Like, it was supposed to be educational, but the writers did not want to go that way. They were like, fuck you, Nickelodeon. We're not doing that. We're going to be irreverent. And, Ren and Stimpy, the problem that I have with Ren and Stimpy, well, I don't have a problem. But if I was an adult parent at the time that I was watching it, I wouldn't have wanted my kid to watch that because it came within the lineup of TV shows like Doug and Rugrats. Like, right in the middle of that is Ren and Stimpy. And some of the things that were going on, that show came out when I was about 7 years old. I definitely would not want my 7-year-old watching that TV show, reenacting some of the things that I saw. Like, it's a bad thing.
Especially the all the way adult version that came out in 2000, maybe 2012. 2011.
Now, I didn't see that, but I know they got fired in the mid-90s for a very violent episode. I forget the name of the episode, and Nickelodeon never aired it. But by then, Nickelodeon had it up to Lord knows where, with the writers, and was like, all right, we're canning you guys, you're done, and we're not doing this show anymore. And, Ren and Stimpy just kind of disappeared after that, because honestly, I haven't seen, with the exception of maybe going on YouTube, I have not seen Ren and Stimpy play on TV. Even on those Nickelodeon flashback shows, I see Hey Dude. I see Are You Afraid of the Dark? I see Clarissa Explains It All. And I see,
might even see Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life. And they were phone sex operators.
I was about to say that, man. If y'all didn't pay attention to the context clues, man, my boy Rocco was a phone sex operator.
Oh, baby.
It was crazy.
He was a phone sex operator, but, you know, Ren and Stimpy, they took it too far.
That's why his boy the turtle was always getting nauseous, man. He was hearing some things he ain't need to hear.
It kind of reminds me of the Angry Beavers. They weren't phone sex operators, but they was smooth operators.
Smooth operators, baby.
So, you know, moving on to a show that was often viewed by children, but probably shouldn't have been. You know, we moved Ren and Stimpy right on to The Simpsons. That was a show that came out in the 90s, and I remember it being a new thing, like a big deal when I moved from Germany, you know, to come back to the States. You know, in The Simpsons and Bart and all that stuff. But, he's voiced by a female. It was a big thing.
I had a cousin named Lisa. And there was this episode on Bart where his sister had a birthday, man. I sang this to my cousin for years. Like, I still sing it to her now. It's just be like...
the episode with the fake Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it'd be like, Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
The fat Michael Jackson.
Hey, and to my cousin Lisa, shout out. You know I love you.
But, you know, The Simpsons are a big deal. They've got like 23 seasons and running. And they've never even really been threatened with cancellations with shows like, you know, Family Guy and Futurama, which we'll get to them shortly, you know, have been canceled twice and had to been revived because people were flocking to whatever channels that they were being played on after they were purchased from, was it Fox? Anyway.
I believe so.
You know, but The Simpsons, you know, they are so big. They have movies, they have merchandise. You know, you got your coffee cups, you got your keychains. You get past that, you can go to Universal Studios in Florida. There is a Simpsons area. Like there's a Springfield in Orlando.
That I did not know.
I will probably see that at some point in time this year.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm going to Springfield.
I want to go to Springfield. I want to see what it's And then Bart's writing something. I will not show my butt in class. I will not.
It's gotta be hot, man. You know your boy Bart. He's a renegade, man. I don't know if y'all ever seen one before. They changed him. He's not even a renegade no more, man. He's soft now, man.
Yeah, because
he
I
used to
seen
be
the
a
episode
renegade
where
in
he
the
met
beginning,
Stewie,
man.
and Stewie was like, "Man, I'm 10 times more badass than you, dude."
He met Stewie because I know he met Cartman. Cartman kicked that ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all letting everybody beat up my boy Bart like he wasn't the original badass.
When it comes to that, when it comes to adult cartoons, what's it called?
Family Guy?
No, not
South
Family
Park?
Guy. South Park over everybody.
Yeah.
South Park over everybody and everything.
I actually thought that was a cartoon for me when I was like 12, 13 years old. My parents wouldn't let me watch it, and it came on late too. That was the only that was one of the main problems why I wasn't allowed to watch it, because it came on at like 10 on Comedy Central, I believe. And it was just like, but when I actually got to watch it, all of the farting and the FUs and the sexual innuendos.
In the beginning, South Park has been around for a long time.
Since 92, 91.
I need y'all to understand this.
I think I don't remember that until about 1997.
Yeah,
you don't.
They've been out that long. Remember when we were in Germany?
We were in Germany.
Remember how many times we watched them videos, the South Park movie? Come on.
Yeah,
man.
I remember watching it a lot of times.
Come on now. Uncle Fucker.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Yeah.
Come on, man.
And look,
hey,
and that's
Kyle's mom's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
and you gotta remember, this is all early South Park.
Yeah, like these are the first seasons.
These are the first seasons. Once it got to season 5, it was ridiculous. Once it got to season 5, once South Park got to season 5, they hit their peak, and then it got crazy. It was just crazy ever since. To where now, 3 years ago they was doing the human centipede. and copying off Centipede.
They also did the Tiger Woods thing.
They do everything. Nothing's off limits.
I mean, Britney. They even did Britney Spears when she broke down. Yo, did you see that shit when she had the no head, bro?
Exactly. Still had to perform with no head.
And what was the Sarah Jessica whatever? They were saying she was an ugly woman and she had to open up a hole or something for the aliens to go through.
Remember Oprah with the snatch and the snoot?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
South Park's been around forever, yo. They've been going crazy forever. The Christmas poo.
Vote or die.
People, and they had shit all over their lips.
Vote or die.
What my boy say?
Here comes the neighborhood when all the rich black people move to the neighborhood. Hilarious. Will Smith and Diddy are moving
Jefferson.
in. There goes the neighborhood.
There goes.
Mr. Jefferson. Let's not forget Mr. Jefferson, the parody that was directed by Michael Jackson.
Hilarious. Blankets.
You're being ignorant.
Hilarious. Like I said, nothing's off limits with these guys. And when they even made fun of Family Guy, it was hilarious because they directed it right at Family Guy. It's hard to direct it. And what Peter do, they always say blah blah blah. Remember that time? And that's what Peter does. And that's what they were making fun of. Like, oh, so you can have a big memory party at the family over there at the Family Guy show because that's what Peter does. Hey, remember that time I thought I was a kite, but I wasn't a kite?
Remember that time that I got to ride in the washing machine?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And they roasted it, and that's why I always take them, and I love Family Guy. I don't get it twisted. I love American Dad, but that's why I always love them because they can pick on anybody. Nobody's off limits. It's hard to get on them.
Well, and
they do it in 2D.
Going along with Family Guy, they also there's not a lot off limits to them either, but they seem to stay very current with pop culture and the things that have been going on. Like currently, I've seen the episode where Peter shoots Cleveland's son because he thought he was a robber, but Cleveland's son was actually just sneaking into his own house. The episode where he convinces Lois's dad to send money to the African prince whose assets are frozen, but if you send this money, he'll send a certain amount back to you. Everybody gets those emails.
Yeah.
Everybody gets those emails. And, Family Guy, pretty much, they kind of look at recent events and kind of think about it. And they're like, have we done this yet?
I mean,
no, we haven't done
this. They touch everything.
It.
But bottom line, they're a Fox show. That's why South Park was never ever on Fox. But it's made their money. I think the two owners of South Park that also are the stars of Basketball love that movie too. Love Basketball.
Basketball. The dudes that did South Park do Basketball.
Yeah, those are the creators and the artists, and they do all the voices. And I think they're worth $300 million a piece.
Damn.
Just off South Park. Yeah. That's how much that franchise, because you don't see their slippers available everywhere, and you don't see their little stuffed animals available everywhere because you have to go to their website and you have to purchase it. They didn't whore out their franchise, therefore that's why it's worth so much. They're sitting on $300 million each. It's almost $1 billion franchise. South Park's ridiculous.
True. And from Family Guy on to Futurama, which was also a show that got canceled several times until Comedy Central
Love
picked it
Futurama.
up.
Love that shit.
And Cartoon Network picked it up.
My boy
Adult Swim picked it up. For sure.
For a little while, and then Comedy Central picked it up and made new episodes.
Yeah, they made new episodes, but
Zoidberg.
Adult Swim had to keep it alive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be there no more.
And I watched it on Adult Swim.
Exactly.
Man.
You would have forgot about it.
But Family Guy, they got their new episodes from
Shout out Adult Swim in Atlanta.
On Adult Swim.
Man, real
and
if you're in Atlanta,
got revived by Comedy Central.
If you're in Atlanta, shout out the Adult Swim building. I gotta be there. I gotta go there.
I've seen it.
Man.
A building.
That's good.
But Futurama, you got Leela, the one-eyed Cyclops chick.
The one-eyed Cyclops combat beauty.
She fine.
Yeah, and Amy was cute too.
She was real fine.
And then we had
your boy. Was it Mimi?
Mimi?
And the Chinese girl.
Oh, she
Amy.
Hey, but you know my boy
I said
Bender.
Mimi, man. I'm sorry.
My boy Bender.
He banged Amy.
My boy
He
Bender.
banged them all.
And that honestly, that
Gotta
episode
throw it
had
out.
underlying undertones of, you know, racism, of, you know, people being with different races. So the
Bite
episode
my
about,
shiny metal ass.
you know, my favorite one is
Just saying.
Lila crack corn and I don't care. Fry crack corn and I don't care. Bend the crack corn and he is great. Take that, you stupid corn. Moving on. Yeah. So I really don't see too much of a robot chicken.
Yo.
Seth
Robot
Green,
chicken.
love you,
So
bro.
yeah,
love
the same
you.
guy that does the shit with Family Guy. You know that if you want to see your '80s nostalgia shit like torn to pieces and still find it funny, because you millennials don't know nothing about that.
Y'all
You
didn't
millennials
have
don't know
y'all
a
don't
damn thing
y'all
about
action
it.
figures and Barbie dolls, I guess, aren't the same. Okay,
Yeah,
y'all don't glorify them the way that we did because we didn't have tablets.
Yeah,
See,
we actually just had dolls.
we
and
had
outside.
army men that we put a line up and was like, yeah, these guys are finna attack and flank. Like, we did that shit. And then we had this one big ass goddamn soldier who was sitting in the back like he was just the shit. And that soldier was G.I. Joe. All the little army men was right there. And then you had this big ass G.I. Joe in the back. He was the commander. He told all the little bitty dudes to go attack all the green dudes because he was the red guy.
And then, you know, we have, you know, us girls, us young girls, we had Jim and the Holograms, and, you know, Robot Chicken ripped that apart. It was like, the wheels on the, it's like, where are they now? Jim and the Holograms. Jim is singing, you know, to children at children's party. She's like, the wheels on the bus go beep, beep, beep. And the little girl was like, no, it doesn't. And she's like, little stupid bitch, you better shut the fuck up.
You want a little piece of boba?
Hey, my boy came down even on the Star Wars. My boy was like, hey, you want a little piece of boba?
You know what I'm saying?
Get the
So
shooting
then
them out.
he told Hannah Montana, he was like, you're going to be big, baby. You're going to have lunch boxes. You're going to have backpacks. You're going to have movie premieres. You're going to have this. But if you ever get pregnant like that slut Zoe 101, you are finished in this town.
What's the chicks? I think they're always named after dessert. Yeah. It's strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry
But did you see
shortcake.
Bitch Pudding? Yo, Bitch Pudding was the most hilarious Adult Swim episode ever. The Bad Sister Bitch Pudding. All right?
You know,
Look that
so
up.
like,
The baddest
our
white
heroes
bitch.
Are being
Wait a minute. The baddest white bitch. You thought Iggy Azalea was something.
Yeah.
Check this Bitch Pudding bitch out.
Check out Bitch Pudding.
Bitch,
So, you know, it's like, for Robot Chicken, it's like, honestly, our idols and our nostalgia is being ripped to shreds by Robot Chicken, but they do it in such a comical way you still don't lose respect for the characters. And that leads me to another controversial show, which is Boondocks. And they did some real shit based on a comic strip. We all know that Boondocks was originally a comic strip.
Man.
And it was a controversial look at politics and race.
I never got mad at the Boondocks. The only fact, you know, a lot of people got mad. They saying niggas so much and they showing
I
ignorant
got
little
mad
black
in
kids.
season 4.
Those are your quintessential black kids that could have came from a rougher area, but for the most part, those are black kids in a suburban area.
Of
Yeah.
course.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Black
guessing
kids
their
and-
parents passed away and they went to live with their grandfather. They must have got some sort of settlement because they lived in a pretty nice house with,
Yeah.
you know, good
And
money.
That's what they spent all the
they
money
lived
on.
in a white neighborhood.
That's what the grandfather said he spent all the money on. He spent all the money on from his son passing away and his wife passing away. He spent their money on moving them to their neighborhood and buying that house.
So that them kids could live a nice life.
Another
Because,
life.
come on, I believe they was from Chicago.
They're from Chicago. They from Chirac.
They from Chirac, yo. My man, they grandfather pulled them out of there and said, okay, y'all gonna live over here. You know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't gotta deal with this substantial amount of crime that happens in this city.
And all this other stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take you
They
away
took them
from
somewhere
it.
else. Now, what I do have a problem with is, again, season 4, man. They took the Boondocks from us. They made it something completely different,
I was
man.
waiting
And
for
it was
when I found out it was coming.
it
I
was
I
so-
was excited.
It hurts my heart.
My feelings were hurt. Like,
It
I don't
hurts
even
my
think
heart,
I completed
man.
season 4. I had season 1,
I
2,
watched
and
it all,
3.
man. I watched
Love
all
it.
of season 4, man. But at the same time, from the very beginning of season 4, basically what happened is they made them lose every dollar
Lost
that
the
they
whole
had
fortune. Not
from
even
that
a Ponzi
settlement.
scheme.
They just lost all the money, and now all of a sudden they gotta be under
Wexler's,
the Onceler's thumb.
yeah.
And you know it's
and
not
they're
even
dancing monkeys.
it's not even Ed Onceler. You know what I'm saying?
Remy
and it's
fucked up
not
shit.
Ed Onceler the third doing Remy, crazy stuff. It's Ed Onceler Jr., person that we've never seen through the 3 months. I mean, not 3 months, but through the 3 seasons of seeing this show. We never seen him, and then all of a sudden, season 4, he shows up and he's this loan shark.
And turns them
And
into
now
slaves
all of a
at an
sudden
amusement
they
park.
gotta rent out their whole house to people they don't know. They living in their car. You know what I'm saying?
And let me
like,
add,
it's
this
crazy.
is after McGruger sold the show.
Exactly.
Had to have happened that way.
So why we gotta be subjected to that? Like, I don't understand. Like, they were doing so good so before. Like, the first 3 seasons were great. The reason why anybody watched that 4th season is because they watched the 3rd and they watched the 2nd
And
and
they
they
were
watched the
hoping it was
1st.
going to get better.
And
they
they
didn't. The
not
show
even
was
that they
dead.
hoping that it was gonna get better. They thought it was gonna at least stay the same. But y'all changed it so much to where they ain't shit.
Okay, wait a minute. One more show I gotta do. We getting to the end. One more show I gotta do. Black Dynamite.
Dynamite.
If you want to learn a little bit about your Afrocentric history, if you are Afrocentric, or if you are white or Latino brother or Asian or anything, and you want to see a little bit of our world, you see it all the time now on social media. But if you want to see our world now, what it looked like 40 years ago. What it looked like 40 years ago, man. Oh man, and this is after Martin Luther King, or around the time of Martin Luther King. If you want to see what our world was looking like in a comedic style, this is the best way to digest that, because you already know they always try to say black people are complaining and all that, but this is a good way to digest it the right way.
And I just want y'all to know that this is only Adult Cartoons Part 1. There's so many other cartoons that we haven't even visited yet, and I don't need y'all all up in the comments talking about what about Archer? What about Birdman?
Nah.
We're gonna get to them. They're gonna come in part
we
2.
actually do need y'all in the comments. I don't understand what she's talking about. We need y'all in the comments.
Well,
go ahead and put that on there. Ask me
there.
what about Archer. Ask me what about Bob's Burgers. Well, hey, you said.
I didn't say anything.
No. What you said was I didn't need y'all in the comments. I'm telling you, I do.
Okay,
send
well,
DJ 4 Easy these comments if you don't want to send them to
know.
Mockingjay.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Fuck you and everything about you.
Don't be a hater all your life. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
You've been a hater your
But
entire life.
I've never been a hater. I told you in a few episodes ago to keep hatred out of your heart.
Listen for Adult Cartoon Part 2.